Hello, I'm back and it is time for a tasting. I am going to be tasting my Elderberry Cyser that I started back in late September last year for the new moon in Libra. And then I racked it and added a cinnamon stick for the full moon in Aries, I believe. And now we are 6 months from when I started back to the new moon in Aries. So I'm here to taste it. This is my bottle. I spilled all over it, so you can see all the nice little drips. I went ahead and bottled this and didn't record it. If you do want to see the bottling process, I recorded it for my lavender vanilla mead video, which I will link in the description. Yeah, so the ingredients for this were elderberries, which I cooked and simmered for like 30 minutes. I used apple cider, I added a cinnamon stick, and when I bottled, I added some more ingredients. So I'll be right back because I'm going to go look at my spreadsheet to see what I added. Okay. So according to my notes, I added so I had a gallon and I added 4 tablespoons of lactose powder to sweeten it up a little bit. And I also added a tablespoon of vanilla extract because it was a little bit I don't even know how to describe it. It was a little tart. So I added some vanilla to soften it up and also the sweetener. I did find that lactose does not dissolve very easily. So I have done more research and I have a better way of adding lactose now that I'm going to try in another video. But for this one, I added lactose. So this could be a little hazy. I don't know if it eventually broke down. I just went ahead and bottled it because I couldn't get it to disintegrate. So here we are. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I have my little glass. Ooh, I also use these ceramic containers. I during the pandemic, I got into drinking Viking blood. And these are the bottles. I saved all the bottles, so they're great. And then I use these little tea corks. And the cool thing with this is I found if I did have a bottle that exploded with this, it just went pop off and it didn't, like this didn't break, which is great because I don't want broken glass everywhere or broken ceramic bottle. Okay. Well, it is, it's a lovely color. I mean, it's really dark, but I can see through it. It's like blood. Yeah, and I don't see the lactose floating around. So let's take a sip and see what this is all about. Before I do that, so let's smell it. I mean, I took a sip, but so I can definitely smell the apple, and I don't really smell the cinnamon or the vanilla. It's really strong apple and probably some of the elderberry smell coming out. Okay. Well, it's a little like makes my mouth water. So I think it has a lot of tannic value. It's very much the consistency of a Merlot or like a red wine, but on the sweeter side. Maybe I don't remember if I put lemon in this because it's sour. It could go for maybe a little bit more of the sweetener, I'd say, but I tend to like things sweet. Well, by the third sip, it's tasting pretty darn good. It kind of tastes a little bit and has the consistency and color of prune juice. So if you like prune juice, and the more I drink it, I can't taste the cinnamon at all. And I thought I added it. Maybe that's what's giving it that, like, there's a bite to it. So that could be the cinnamon. I think this is great. And this is, you know, elderberry is good for your immune system. And so that's how I was going for this. You know, cold and flu season, just drink some elderberry Cyser and you're all good. Your immune system's ready to go to handle anything. I would recommend this. I would definitely recommend adding some sweetener to balance out the tartness. But other than that, I think this is pretty good. It is a lot like red wine. It has a similar flavor. Imagine red wine with like a little bit of spice and a little more sweetness. And that's Elderberry Cyser. That's what it tastes like. Think if there's anything else I need to say about this. I think it's pretty good. I already said that. I am going to be recording some other videos. You can see all this stuff behind me. Okay, well, that's that. I'm going to try to hold on to a bottle or two of this. I believe I got 4 of these out of a gallon. I'm going to hang on to a couple bottles and try to come back in a year and do a year tasting, because I have a feeling maybe the cinnamon and the vanilla might pop out more as time goes by. We shall see. So I'll link part 1 and part 2 when I made and racked this Elderberry Cyser in the description below if you want to follow along and try this recipe. I hope this video is useful, and I will see you next time. Thank you.